Here's my hot take for you today. Stop wasting money on Christmas gifts. Stop wasting money on Christmas gifts. I think that Christmas has gotten so out of hand that we buy gifts for so many people. And if you can't afford it, don't spend the money. Last year, I didn't have a job. I did not work last Christmas. And so I had no income. So I barely bought any Christmas gifts. And let me tell you how nice that was. It was so nice. It was so nice to not have this long ass list of all these people buying gifts. I spend so much money on Christmas every year. So I literally said to myself, this year, I'm still in debt. So, circumstances have only changed of I have a job now, I have income coming in, but I don't want to spend all this money on gifts. So I don't want a bunch of people to buy me gifts. I'm not going to buy people gifts. There's like 3 people on my list that are getting gifts from me this year. And it's okay to say no. It's literally okay to say, let's not do Christmas. Let's not exchange gifts. Like, I'm not going to buy gifts. That's okay. Set that boundary because you don't need to be wasting all this money on spending money for Christmas. It's gotten out of hand. And if you're in debt and you're not in a good financial situation, don't. I highly recommend against it. I say you set a boundary. You don't need to spend the money and just be selective. At the end of the day, it's all about being selective on the people that you're buying for and how much you're spending on them. Don't go crazy and don't go into more debt.
My children are the hardest kids to buy for. I kid you not. They are so difficult to buy for because I have no clue what to get them. I mean, I've got a couple ideas, but nothing like big. And of course, I feel like that's not good enough. Like, I feel as though they need a big present and then they need several small presents. And I don't know why I do this to myself or why I'm like this, but I feel like no matter how many presents I get them, no matter what it costs, it's still not enough. Why am I like that? Why do I feel like I have to give them 30 presents? I probably could give them 30 presents and still feel like that's not enough. I'm telling you, growing up poor really did its damage on me.
I can't stand when somebody come to me talking about I'm gonna get you something for Christmas. When they just cause they want something in return. Don't be trying to get me nothing. I ain't got the money to get you something. I ain't finna spend all that money this year. Everything done been shut down already. Everybody already running low on money. Like, no. And no, I don't want to participate in Secret Santa either. I don't. This year is not the year. Get something for the kids. Y'all be doing all this gifts exchange and crap. I'm good. I'm trying to take care of mine and mine only. Nobody else. Don't get me nothing. Cause what'd you get me? I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing. Some years you gotta just put your foot down and say, I can't do it this year. Some years I am able to do it. I might go get somebody a gift when I got it. But if I don't got it, honey, don't be trying, I don't want no, thank you. And you just gotta put it like that.
I was watching a video about the current state of the economy and people buying things for Black Friday and just consumerism. So the comment I'm seeing is people say, so people couldn't afford basic meals last month and now everyone's going into debt and buying Black Friday stuff. You have to understand that when you are poor, that is all you have. The stuff is all you have. Christmas is all you have. You don't feel normal. Your family is not normal. Like, you guys just have to get this out of your head. If you grew up poor or if you're currently struggling or your family's struggling, your parents or whoever is doing the buying is prioritizing making your Christmas special, trying to make you feel like everyone else is out there buying. They might even go beyond their means and try to make it nice. So just because you're poor doesn't mean you have to like scrimp and save and like, oh, we're not doing Christmas this year. It's just like, and maybe it's the flaw of the poor people. I'm not saying it's right and that's what you should do because you're probably just going to stay in that lifestyle forever if that is what you do. But I'm saying that like, let people have a little bit of joy. This is their only joy. It's their only joy. And if you do have a problem with this and if you're the person commenting like, why are you guys buying stuff now? Go get an angel tree, please. I implore you, please go get an angel tree and buy gifts for a kid that can't afford it. they will be very grateful for it, and it will do a lot more good than a TikTok comment.
Babe, so keep your eyes closed. I know times are hard right now, but I got you something special for Christmas.
I can't wait to see it, babe.
Surprise, our own Christmas tree.
That ain't a Christmas tree. That's a Minecraft sword.
Just use your imagination. It's a Christmas tree.
See, there's not gonna leave any presents under that. Where am I gonna get a present?
Baby, I got you a present. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what did you get me?
Have a gift card.
We're breaking up. Wow, we're breaking up. I take my stuff, but we don't have any. Go back down.
Honestly, unfortunately, this year, I don't think I'm going to be buying many Christmas gifts, if any at all, because I just literally paid my bills for the month and ain't shit left over. And I first I was like, well, maybe I could pick up a side hustle, maybe I could DoorDash, maybe I could give plasma, maybe I could do this, maybe I could do that, maybe I could sell some stuff. But it's just like, at that point, you're overextending. And I realized I'd be doing that for every holiday. Like, I just feel like it's always going to be holidays, it's always going to be people's birthdays. I have to just give myself time to catch up. You know what I mean? Like, and I also have to consider, like, me being able to pay my bills, have a roof over my head, have running water, have utilities paid and stuff like that. That's a gift. You know what I mean? That's a blessing. It may not be everything that I want and then some, but that's the stuff that I need. At least my basic needs are taken care of. Whereas it's been times where I didn't even have that. So I'm extending gratitude for that. And I'm just accepting myself where I am. I don't want to overextend myself working extra hard this season when I'm already fucking barely balancing what's on my plate as is, you know what I mean? Just to come up with money for extra gifts that probably don't really make that big of a difference. Not to say people don't appreciate their gifts, but I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older now, but I feel like giving people time is more important than anything, because you can't buy time, you can't buy memories. You know what I mean? You can always buy another materialistic thing. And if I do have extra money, sure, fine, dandy, I'll get gifts. But if I don't, I just don't. And, you know, this is just not going to be the year for that. And I'm not going to make myself feel bad about it. I'm really not. I'm going to try to get gifts for the kids, but if I can't, I'm going to try to do something special for them instead, like an activity or, you know, just make a memory. I'm just like, I'm at the point, like, I just got to do what I can. Like, I can't sit here and keep overextending myself and maxing out all my cards and overdrafting my accounts for what? That just puts more stress on me later. So this year, it's going to be a little different this Christmas. This year, we're going to have to appreciate less of the materialistic things and more of the time and the memories that we can make with our loved ones. And hopefully that's enough for everybody, because that's enough for me right now.
Another Christmas is right around the corner where I will not be buying gifts for my grandchildren. You think you hate me, don't you? Listen, my grandchildren have nine grandparents or sets of grandparents, and they have their mom and dad, and they have their aunts and uncles who buy them all the toys, all the things. And my granddaughter is 10. She's the oldest. And when she was born, I foresaw this. There are 4 children in that family. If you can imagine all of the toys that they get from all of these people. I saw this coming, and I talked to my son, and I told him I'm not going to be the one to buy gifts. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to invest for them instead. So every month I invest a flat amount, and then every birthday they get a bonus, and every Christmas they get a bonus. I just want them to have a better future or a better start at adulthood than what I had. So I immediately, when they were born, I opened up college savings accounts and then converted them here not too long ago into custodial investment accounts. So you thought you hated me. Maybe not so much anymore.
Repeat after me. You are not a failure, okay? Just because you can't get your kids presents for Christmas doesn't mean you're a failure. But I want to help you today. I want to help you today by getting your kids a few Christmas presents. I know, as a hard working single mom myself, especially in my 20s, like, I had a few angels that like stepped in and helped, you know, get presents for my kids, or I had family help get presents for my kids, and I didn't feel like I failed, even though I was working, I was going to school, I was trying to do everything right. But, you know, when it comes to holidays, sometimes you just don't have the money to stretch. So I want to help out a few single moms that are, you know, working and trying to like do it all, but it's just really, really hard. Drop your Amazon registry in my comments. And you know, if I can help a few moms out there this Christmas so that their kids, you know, have something to open, and that you don't feel that pressure of a failure, because you're not, you know what I mean? You're not. And and then that would be amazing. I'm a true believer in whatever you give out, you get back. And maybe that's a little bit selfish. I don't know. But for me, it's like, no, I would love it. And then just to build those connections with those moms too, and hear your guys' story. I was able to do a little bit of this back in August for school close, so I'm doing it again. It's just been kind of put on my heart this morning. And so, yeah, I'm put your Amazon registry in the comments. It keeps your information private. I won't have access to your address or anything like that. But yeah, drop your Amazon registry in your comments. I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep going. You got this, okay? Don't give up.
I honestly just cannot believe that it's only 10 days until Christmas. Time really flies fast. The month of December to me always flies by fast. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's because it's the last month of the year. We go through so much in these years. It's like, okay, let's hurry up and get to the next year. But yeah, you guys, a lot of people are canceling Christmas this year because the budgets are tight and there's not a lot of wiggle room to buy gifts, especially for your whole family. Now, let alone the little kids, but your adult loved ones and relatives and friends, people are opting, as you could see from this video, to not get the adults anything, which I understand because I agree with the sentiment that Christmas is really for the kids. It's really good to be able to, gift your family members of all ages and show them how much you care and show them that you're thinking about them. But it's going to be really hard for a lot of people this year. And I feel that most people are going to be able to understand that. Now, I don't know, what would I do if I had children and money was tight? I don't know. I feel like I would probably, if I had young kids, I probably wouldn't get them a whole bunch of toys that they'll stop playing with after a month or two, and maybe kind of kill two birds with one stone and get them like clothes and shoes, maybe like a couple toys here and there, just to make it feel like they really got stuff, but I'm really getting you stuff for the rest of the year for like school and stuff. I don't know. I think that's how I would do it. But ultimately, if I had older kids, it's like I would probably buy one big item each, and that's it for Christmas. And I really kind of feel like as you get older, well, I feel that as your kids get older, they don't really expect much, as like if they're under 10 years old or something. But I know it's got to be a hard thing for a lot of parents to feel like they're not giving their child or children the Christmas that they want to. And I would just agree with the creator who was trying to uplift the moms and just the families. It's just like, don't stress yourself out of it. It's one day. And like the other creator said, it's like it's about really making memories. Like when the child gets older, they're not going to remember the Barbie doll or the Tonka truck that they wanted. They're going to remember like, hey, we played this game, or, oh, I remember I wore this crazy Christmas sweater, or we listened to this one song all throughout Christmas, or I remember my grandmother's tree or my aunt's tree or something like that. You guys get what I'm saying. To me, I have always been about just making those memories, because for a lot, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like when I was younger, I remember a lot of my gifts. Like me personally, my biggest Christmas that I'm never going to forget is I had a Spice Girl Christmas. I got all 5 dolls. I didn't even get the CDs yet. I was probably, what, 12, 13 years old, maybe even younger than that. Because I don't think I was in junior high yet. I think I was in elementary school, but which was like fifth, sixth grade. So I got the cassette. I got a tape player, not even like the cassette, like portable Walkman. It was like a radio, like a boombox type thing. And I got Spice World, the movie. I remember that Christmas so much. I loved it. I just will always thank my mom for getting me everything. And I wish I would have kept up with the dolls. I think it would have just been so amazing to have that nostalgia as an adult. But of course, I played with them like regular Barbie dolls. But anyway, not to get too much into that. So sometimes you might recollect some of the gifts you got as a child. There's other gifts that I remember too, but not much. But I just think just make the memories. And I just don't think it's worth it to go into a huge amount of debt just for one day out of the year. Think about what's going to be in the future. Maybe cut back for Christmas to where, like, maybe you could go on a little getaway, like in the springtime, like when there's spring break or something. Or maybe you could go to Disney World or something. I know some people might still have them canceled, but I know a lot of people might have forgiven and forget from what they did earlier this year with Jimmy Kimmel. But I'm just saying, it's a suggestion. So I don't know. It just really depends on how each family, how they're going to go about it. I feel that there's a lot of families out there that are not struggling and they are going to spoil their children as normal. And that's perfectly fine. If you're not going above your means, definitely spoil your children if they're doing good. I always believe in spoiling your kids if they're not acting up. If they are acting up, you got to teach them a lesson and not reward them just because it's Christmas. But that's just my philosophy on it. Of course, people are going to parent how they want to parent. I don't have any say over that, right? I feel like it could possibly get worse next year. I don't know. It's just going to depend on the type of year we have. I mean, this is the first year of this man's presidency, so we don't know what could be happening next. He might abolish Christmas as a federal holiday next year. Who knows? I mean, anything is possible at this rate, but definitely let me know what you guys are doing for Christmas. Are you going to be buying your whole family gifts? Are you going to just keep it to the little kids? Or are you not buying anything for anyone? Let me know what you're doing down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe because that really helps out the channel and goes to support me a long way, and I greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Bye. See you later.